Hi, my name is Professor Hamilton. This is a tutorial for Education 352 with how to navigate the site, where everything can be located. So I'm going to be doing screen sharing, explaining where everything is and actually showing you as I talk. So go ahead and open up your browser to Blackboard, to our course webpage now if you don't already have it up. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is this is what you'll see right here. Um, the first thing I want to show you is the home page. To locate the home page is the first thing you see when you log on. To access it, you just click on home page. Right here, nothing's announced right now, but any announcements I post will be posted there. Announcements I'll post like remember this due date or don't forget to turn this in, that sort of thing. Under that is my tasks. Blackboard will list for you things that you have to do that are upcoming this week based on the due dates that I post, as well as the to-do list right here. And then what's new is the same thing. Right on the bottom left, you'll see Blackboard Help Desk information. These are their hours. This is their contact information. If you have any technical difficulties, or after this video you're still like, I have more in-depth questions, go ahead and either give them a call or send them an email. They're fairly good about their response time, in my own experience. On the right hand side right here is the Academic Success Center. After you read the syllabus, you'll know that that is the extra credit for this class. If I'm assuming that most people are really far from Laverne's campus, so you would most likely use their online tutoring, but you definitely can still go to the campus. So all their information is right here, and all this, like what they're about, kind of how to, like once you come there, is right there. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing you want to do is click on Start Here. It's the second tab under Home Page. The first thing you'll see is a welcome letter. This is what this course is about, kind of things that I would want to know as a student if I was just starting this class, perhaps taking an online class for the first time. Information about contacting me is here as well as the timeline for our class. We'll get into this right now, but the class is divided into modules. Each module is a week long, and your assignments, each module goes from Wednesday until Tuesday by midnight. So for everything except for the discussion board post, which we'll go over, you have from Wednesday morning until Tuesday by midnight to complete it. Okay? So go ahead, read through all of this. And then the very last thing is the syllabus. Read over the course policies for that carefully. And if you have questions, you're going to post that under discussion board. I'll show you where that is in a second. But you guys will, on your first quiz, in addition to being quizzed on the reading, you'll have quiz questions on the course policies. So just go over that carefully. Okay? So learning units is the next place we're going to click. This is essentially where everything is that you need for the class. All right. So as you can see, there's 10 modules. All right. There's a module for each week of the class. All right. So if you want to look ahead, you can see exactly what you have to read and submit and all assignments from this point out. It can be overwhelming to do that, so I wouldn't encourage that. But if you know that, oh, I'm going to be on vacation this week, or I have this, whatever, you can look ahead, essentially. So go ahead and click on the first module. This is week 1. The first thing that you'll see for each of the modules is a docket. The docket is essentially the to-do list. So this will tell you everything you need to read, write, or watch in some cases for the week. All right, so for this week, the syllabus is here as well as under Start Here. The response paper prompt is below. You will have 4 response papers. The prompt is the same for each one. So you do not have a response paper due this week. Your first paper is due the end of next week. But I want you guys to go over this prompt and post any questions that you have on it in week 1 questions. And I'll end with showing you where that is under discussion board. Okay. Your only assignment for this week, in addition to reading through the syllabus and the response to your prompt, is to write the diagnostic essay. So attached to this right here is the diagnostic essay. If you click right here, you will see a prompt for it. Let me bring that up. You know, it is not letting me open this because I have the video cam going. But essentially it describes a case study of a young child. It tells you the situation, and it gives you very specific directions. And then right here underneath describes kind of what is the purpose of this, like how will this affect me. Good news is, no matter if you do wonderful or you do horrible on it, it will not affect your grade in this class or your standing in the program. It's meant to assess where you are coming in. It will be kept in your file, so take your time on it. I will be assessing it as well as the program directors. So if you have any questions on that, you're going to post that under discussion board as well. You have until Friday by midnight to submit that. For my in-class students, this is like something that they do in class, which is why you guys don't have the full week to do it. But for all of the assignments except for discussion board posts, which have specific deadlines that we'll talk about in a second, you'll have the whole week. But essentially you have until today, the class officially starts tomorrow, until Friday by midnight to submit this, and you turn this in right here. Okay, so after you click on this and you read through the essay, the case study, you're going to click right here. And this is how you're submitting the diagnostic essay, as well as how you'll submit all assignments. Okay, that icon that you see with a piece of paper with like the pin, that means it's an assignment that you need to turn in. Okay, through right here. So this is what you'll see. If you just start typing right here, you will leave me a very long marginal comment. Do not do that. Okay, you are going to click Browse My Computer, and you're going to upload in either PDF or Word document. All right. So if you have Mac, or essentially not a PC, you need to transfer it to a PDF. This can be easily done through Google Drive. All right, so just go to Google Drive and click Save, and you can save it as a PDF. All right, Word documents are perfectly fine. So those are your two options. Okay, I say this a couple of times throughout the syllabus and the welcome letter, but everything needs to be in a PDF or Word document. I have too many classes to be chasing you guys down saying I can't open your assignment. So I'll give you one warning, but after that, if you don't submit it in that, then you don't get points for the assignment. So usually students, we don't have a problem after, like I have a couple students who will forget. I'll remind them, but you know, after you get 0 points on one assignment, it's easy to remember for the next time. So do yourself a favor and just make a note of that. Do what you need to do to remember. Okay. Let me go back to the learning units. All right, so we essentially went through module 1. All right, so that's everything that you have to do for this week. So if you have questions on that, you are going to go to discussion board. I'm going to go to that next. But all of the learning units look very similar. We start off really slow. Week 1, all you have to do is figure out what questions you have on the response to your prompt in the syllabus, and then do the diagnostic essay. And then week 2 is the pretty typical pace for the class. There's a lot of information and a lot of work and a lot of reading that you guys are doing, and you guys have the 10-week opposed to my 15-week semester. So It goes very quickly. The good thing about taking it online is that you get to set your own pace. There's a lot of flexibility. For my regular students, they have like it's due this day when we meet in class, but because this is only online, you guys can choose to finish everything Wednesday and Thursday at the beginning of the week and then not have to worry about anything, split it up between or whatever. I would definitely encourage you to start from the very beginning, like on Wednesday, work as much as you can, because I'm sure depending what kind of learner you are, how busy you are, how many classes you're taking, when the last time you've been in school is, all these factors there's a potential that it's more work than you may think it is. So these all look the same. I'm not going to go through them right now because I want you guys just to focus on what we are going to do for this week, but feel free to look through these to see what's coming in the following weeks. Especially as soon as you finish Module 1, I would encourage you to start on Module 2, start the readings, but that's just kind of how I was as a student. If you're like, I work better with breaks, that's completely fine as well. All right, so discussions. So anytime I say something on discussion board, this is where you're going to click. So go ahead and click right here. All right, so the first thing you see, week 1. So if you have any questions on week 1, or if you don't have any questions, but you're like, maybe I do, what are people saying? Go ahead and click, which I would recommend, click on week 1 questions. And so no one's posted anything yet, obviously. So what you would do is you would create a thread, write a title, just week 1 questions. You can put, so you said on the response papers that they need to be 1 page, single space, blah, blah, blah. And then whatever your question is, or on the syllabus. Okay. So for the due dates for your discussion board posts, your initial posts need to be Sunday by midnight. All right, so like the main post. This right here, discussion board rubric. This is what I will base your points on for each of them. So take a look at that. So you see right here, DB1 discussion board prompt. So you need to respond to this by, and this we don't go over that until I believe module 2, maybe 3. But like when you get to the week and it says discussion board posts, you need to post by that Sunday by midnight, your initial post, and then you'll have follow-up posts, either 2 to 3, it depends. I specify each week, but you'll do a follow-up post responding to like 2 or 3 other students. And specifications for that are there as well. So those are the only kind of like breakdown of the only thing that's different than the post than all the other weeks, because everything is due by Tuesday by midnight, but except for the discussion boards, the initial post is due Sunday by midnight, and then you have until Tuesday by midnight to do the follow-up post. Okay. And then the last thing I want to show you is tools. This should look the same as it does for me. Parts of our Blackboard are different because I'm the admin for the course. But what I want to show you, like the main things you'll be looking at under tools are for my grades and then send email. Okay. So this is for if you will need to contact other people in the class or you want to send an email asking other people stuff. This is where you get their email. We'll have a couple peer reviews for your annotated bibliography as well as your final research paper that you guys will exchange emails. So this is where you get anyone in the class's emails. And you should already have my email in your inbox from me emailing you. So there's a lot of other useful things on tools, but those are kind of like the main things that you'll be using. All right, so from here, just kind of summarize, start with the start here, read the welcome letter, the syllabus, go to learning units, click on mod 1, read. These are the things you need to read. Read over the syllabus,